Hey, so I don't know why it's being freaking weird. It has the echo in the background. The bed shouldn't be doing that. Nothing in my household should. It's currently 8:21, so yeah. Now, this is gonna be part two to what if I was the asterisk wall. Now there will be multiple pauses in this, just because I'm gonna be watching an episode or reviewing on certain parts of it. So now we go to the next day, and I walk in, and I see my sister has a note. Now, I'm curious what this is, but I choose to not do anything yet, as she says that she is leaving to do something, as I don't trust it. So, when I hear what they say, it clicks in my head, so I start running. So does Ayato. He gets his server rest, and I just have mine in my hand already, ready to use it. So I say, third gate. No, what was it? Third chain release or something? Basically, I released the third seal on me, bringing me up to, well, 3/3. 3/10 of my power. So I'm running faster than Ayato currently, because he hasn't released his chains. So he's falling, and I decided to go straight skydiving mode. So I do. I'm going straight down as around, you could say 50 to 90 feet, somewhere in the middle there. I stopped that way what's it called? Air resistance could slow me down a bit. Because normally, if you're normal, you die. Oh, wait, they're not normal. That explains everything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't explain shit. But yeah. So, that happens. I'm still going straight down. So, I'm like, okay. Now, I hit the ground as I start running and running and running. Now, we're going to skip to Ulysses' perspective. Now, she sees a movement, and then a bunch of rubble starts to fall. She says, burst into bloom. As I don't remember his name. Stylus, I think is his name. He comes out. Lester's there. He's ticked. So then he says, Silas, why would you diss your fellow schoolmates? This is more like my fellow enemies. After all, we're all gonna compete against one another. So why not lower the people? After all, and if you get paid while doing it, why not? It's just better overall. Now, this ticks off Luster. So, the same thing happens with the puppets. For Ulysses, the puppets are extremely fireproof. Now, Luster says the same thing as in, like, I don't know, 100 robots came down or something. It was a stupid amount. But he could only control 10 at a time. So, he kind of screwed up there. Gave his weakness. Also known as one finger, one puppet. Simple as that. Now, I'm gonna have to pause this here. Actually, no. Because I remember that a little bit. Ayato and well, we reached there because he released his full wrath. So just to keep up to him, I need to release 9/10 of my capability, which I was still falling behind a little bit because I'm not too much stronger than him. But I was able to make do. So we got there, and that's where I'm gonna have to pause the video because I don't remember how much after that. scratch what I said about our abilities being unsealed. I thought that they were, but in the anime they weren't. So, scratch what I said. Now, we land and, well, Ayato takes care of the robots, you could say. Now, there were a couple more that you could say that I ended up taking out. Because I'm ticked. I have my electricity surrounding me. My electricity, get too close to it, you're going to get burned because the family bloodline and all that. Now, that happens. Ayato still carries her as I'm thinking, I swear, if you do something to hurt her, I'm going to obliterate you. As, he says what he says, and then I realized, oh, he is chained. Oh crap, someone sealed his power. I thought he was just at my normal level. Because this is currently my normal level. When I undo my chain, just when I'm at my peak. So I say, well, might as well go all out. Complete imprisonment. Release. As you can see all the chains, all the bindings I have on me. Well, you don't normally see, but when I get rid of my bindings and all that, you can see shatter. As I say, this might be a little bit fun. As then I vanish, and so does Ayato. Now, clearing all these robots does take a lot less time. So now, then he used the monkey, not the very, very big one, but the big one. Now, I'm like, so Ayato, you handle this one, I'll handle the next one if he has one. If he doesn't, then I'll go after him. If he does, then you'll go after him. Deal? This is, yeah, sure. So, I say, well, let's see how this goes. Because I'm like, okay, what happens if I surround my blade with electricity? Now this happens, then I realize, oh, this is gonna be fun. So, I also charge up my blade with my Fantasia, or whatever they call it in this. So I've cut it clean in half. Now, then he says the same thing about basically the mother of the robots. Now, I'm annoyed how that took so long for me to watch. Yet I've almost explained it within not even 5 minutes. Actually, almost in 5 minutes. That's sad. Okay, so that happens, and yeah, so that happens. Now, I say, I can't remember what it was. It's like Kitagiri style or something. 9 things, I believe. So I basically do what Ayato ends up doing. Wait, no, he handled the little monkey, sorry. So I'm handing my blade with lightning on this guy. Now, that's happening, and I'm like, okay, this is decent. After all, it's a very big monkey. As after explosion, we can see him floating up on one of his dollies. It's freaking chest dollies. Now, Euless gives him basically flaming wings and helps him fly up to him. Now, same thing happens. His celestial chains come back because I'm gonna say that's something. I'm gonna say there's just a lot more of them, so it also takes a lot more time to clear them out. So I see this, and I see celestial imprisonment restrictions, because I know I can't I can't imprison them, but I know I can temporarily stop them. As I say, sis, get him on the ground fast. She asks why. I says, simple. I don't know what this could end up doing to your abilities, but right now I'm stopping them, but it can't for long. This person's fast, much stronger in these than I am. As she does, and then that's right before it. That's exactly when my ability breaks. On it. Huh. Now, because of this, I'm like, okay, well, that's not good. As in, I fall on one knee, as I didn't realize how much energy and stamina that took for me to restrain his restraints. And I'm thinking, whoever did that's on a completely another level. So that happens, and I'm like, okay. Now, we're gonna time skip to the meeting of the 6 academies. Same thing happens with the holy swordsman, quote unquote. And they all talk about the agreement with, oh god, what the fuck? The aka the genius place, and the one with an Ayato, the powerhouse. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna refer to them because I don't remember their names. So that happens. They make a deal. Basically cover things up. Now, I understand. What was her name? The girl in the middle. Yeah. Again, she still got as much data as she wanted. So that happens. They're talking, and they're, well, no, I get copyright strike if I do that. I'm already getting copyright claims, which I don't understand. So, also, please, if you know how copyright claims work, tell me, because I don't understand how literally every video I've been uploading is getting copyright strike, copyright claims, even though I've been getting credit constantly, saying songs, every little fudging thing. And also, if you're on computer and you want to do what I'm doing, because I'm on computer, use OBS. Pictures found on just the internet. I use Google Drive. No, I use GX Gaming Browser, but Cerberesta, just edited a little bit. Don't remember the software they used for it. Again, it's from the anime, the war. Basically what I'm doing right now. So yeah. If you're wondering why I'm clicking buttons, it's because right now I'm using my vision to try to get what they're saying. Oh, finally. Okay, so you see, crap, what was her name? The rank 1. So, yeah, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, guys. So that happens, Aito, bumps into her, except before she falls, well, before both of them fall, I'm right behind him because I'm like, gosh, if I don't get him there, my sister is gonna kill him. As right before I say, vector imprisonment. Now this technique, what this does is it basically stops all their vectors by wrapping my chains around them. As then I pull on them a little bit to bring them right side up, so they're standing. As I say, imprisonment release. Now, I don't even know if she got a stick in her hair. So yeah, I take the stick out of her hair this time. Oh, her name's Kieran. That's right. So Kieran Toto. So yeah, she gets yelled at for that. Why? Okay, sorry, I don't know why the PDF thing is up right now, but it is. Anyway, so her uncle yells at her to come on. That happens. Now we're gonna go to the training grounds. the Daisy thing still happens, because, we take turns fighting Ayato, but I wait for, also, whenever his chains come out, good practice for me is trying to restrain, his sister's chains. Anyway, so, the same thing happens with them fighting, with the dodging, except, I also try to stop his advances, so I made little lightning around it so he had to dodge a little bit more, and then he still fell into, well, Ulysses' trap, as then I surround him with electricity and say, Lightning Serpent, as then I realize he cuts through, so then I engage them, and 10 length, yeah, the 10 length things, so then that happens, they go around him, so then there's little lightning serpents charging at him. So he does the same thing, because what they do is they circled around him and started to go down. Except there was one that I delayed. So actually, because there was a total of 10 of them, so if he could have used the 9-fanged and then just used the twin dragons or something, or one of the dragons, and my attack would have been rendered useless. Now, this happened, so Ayato got shocked and ended up losing, as then I gave him a little bit more of that to wake him back up. So they still had the same conversation about the council. I'm guessing that's her friend, I'm not sure. As well. They only had 17 minutes. Okay, that's good, but also bad. Anyway, so I say, hey Ayato, have you ever thought about putting more, what was it? Fantasia, or whatever we use? Because I was gonna say use Fantasia. I know they probably don't. I say, have you ever thought about putting more Fantasia into your blade? If you were to use the 10 links, and then you could just use it to put my sister in checkmate. As then, they ask to open up the door, as Sasami says that Euless is monopolizing Ayato, as they're arguing about it, as I walk over and say, hey Lester, you doing better? As Lester thanks me and Ayato, as I'm thinking, geez, they're a little bit childish. Same thing happens with Lester calling her Pipsqueak as Sasamiya, thanking him and say, who you calling a Pipsqueak, and all that. As then, yeah, then the doors open, so we see Claudia, the one that, the girl in the middle, and her best friend. Now, she's looking around outside. Now, she looks at me and Ayato says, I see what I like. I like what I see here, except she doesn't look at Ayato because she didn't know about me. As I simply pull out my Soresta, extend it, point it to her and say, yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't really care what happens to him, but my sister does, so kind of have to. As then she remembers the blade that she saw, because she didn't really see me because I was encasing myself in lightning. So then she does the same thing to me, except I got lost in the back thinking, what the hell is real? So that happens, and she ends up kissing me on the cheek. Now, Euless says, what do you think you're doing to my little brother? Now, she's like, well, your little brother, but aren't you guys in the same grade? Because I sigh and say, yes, but I technically had to skip a grade. so that way I could be in the same class as her and everything. Although, if I remember correctly, there's some Kieran Toto that did the same thing but twice. I can't tell if she studies really hard or if she's a prodigy. But yeah. Now, she also warned me that's not going to be the same. Ernestia? Ernestie. No. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. Okay, hold up. Ernesta. Now, then Ernesta's best friend, says the whole thing about the three, whatever, being forcibly together, creating a strong shot, but the reload time being insufficient, aka not good enough, so then aka she insults Sasumiya's father's weapon. Now, this makes her mad, but she says, begrudgingly, "You're right, but I will not have you, slinging insults at my father's gun." And then she goes on a whole rant about, how he was and all that. So, they leave, and I see, Sesame and my sister, well, Paul and I together say, "Geez, what are you guys trying to do, rip him in half?" Then we see this guy. Sorry, I know I sound really bored and non inspirational right now, but Ernestia, fuck, I already forgot her name. Oh god. But yeah, they have the same conversation afterwards. So then they go to the testing out the AI. As I hate the fucking noise I just made. They said he said it was just gonna be normal. If we knew it was gonna be like this, we wouldn't have shown up. As then we see them, and well, then it goes black. As then we switch to Aito and his friend, part of the Shadow Star, giving him the eloquent research classes. Now, we see Kieran about to get hit by her uncle. Now, Ayato steps in and says no, and he, as her uncle steps back and says, what would you like me to change then? As Ayato lists off as, I say, don't forget for her to always let her make her own decisions that won't be bounded by yours anymore. As Ayato says, yep, I agree with that too. I says, fine, but only if one of you can beat my daughter, Kieran. As, we agreed to it as a Ayato. You want to go first? I says, sure. Now, her grandfather, says that he's not even ranked. As then he realizes, oh, Cerberus, okay, watch the hell out. Now, so, they go into the fight. Now, Kieran also doesn't want to do this. She hates it. As, fuck, Lord already. She has her, sword pointed up high as Aito releases his chains and uses his Cerberesta. Now, where the fuck is it? Sorry, guys. It's 8, and I'm dreading the fact that at the end of this, it's going to be like 9, 10, and I have to go to bed like 20 minutes later. But, okay, now, Aito has his sword pointed, I believe it was right at her eyes. Now, they're ready to commence the fight, and I swear to God, my internet sucks right now. And I know someone's going to be like, don't swear to God, I don't give a flying crap. But yeah, so now, Aito has to deflect her first strike. As he goes for a strike of her own action, then she ducks. I believe that's what she did. Now, they're going back and forth as Aito starts to panic. Now, Euless comes in, and she asks how long the fight's going on for. As then, one of the members from the Shadow Stars says, I don't know, maybe around 5 minutes, as Aito starts to panic, as then he loses. As sign say, oh God. Hey Aito, here, eat this. As this is something I've been working on for, well, ever since that accident. Because I'm going to say this happened around a week later. Basically after he eats this, he won't be able to use his full power, but it will stop the chains from coming out for around 10 minutes. This is a prototype, and if he uses it, then he can use it up, not use his full strength, then he'll be at 10. I mean, not 10, 5 minutes. So, they can see. I tell my sister what does. They say, well, I guess it's my turn. As I have a little above her eyes, but not. Basically, because keep in mind, my size makes me carry Aito's and the paper crane one. So, I realized, okay, this isn't going to work too well. So, now what happens is I just condense a lot into my Silveresta, and none of the blades still looks the same, except it's a lot lighter now because I've condensed it. Now, I know you'd normally be like, that'd make it heavier, that'd make it heavier. Keep in mind, it's basically, it doesn't work with normal physics, technically. It's like magic. It doesn't really have a weight. But the more magic you use, if it's in a shape, and it's cutting something that's going to be heavier, well, if you condense it to a point where it's not any bigger, it's just the same thing, it's just going to be able to hit harder, but not way more. So, we go into a fight now. I try a quick down slash as, she was trying not to block this one either because it looks close to Aito's. So, she blocks and tries to go for a strike of her own, as I duck under and do a cartwheel right over her blade, as I'm thinking, well, she's quick. As we go back and forth for a couple minutes, and we are pretty tired because we've been going on for around 9 minutes now. I did give her something that would temporarily get rid of her fatigue, as I thirsted to Aito, tell him to eat this one, as it's the same one, because I made around 10 of them. So he eats another, and his timer is down to 11 minutes. So we're just fighting. And also, when I almost did that, she almost got my badge, but I was able to slide one of my feet back and try to go with a counterattack. Now, she was able to go underneath it, and she landed a solid kick to my side, as I'm thinking, that was a good kick, this is going to be fine. As I start to lose myself a little bit, as you see electricity start to surround me. As I smile, as I say, gravity binds. This is basically me using imprisonment on her movements by increasing gravity. So that happens as I'm almost to her, as then she goes into a backhand spring and I miss, and I'm thinking, what? As I was thinking that she wouldn't be able to respond as fast. As I'm like, okay then. Then I'm going straight up, and I barely missed her badge, because when I lost concentration, my chains disappeared. Which gave her enough time to do a backflip. Yes, you went from a somersault into a backflip by doing a handspring. Now, then she landed and then charged at me as I'm blocking, not with my blade, I'm blocking with the metal, obviously. Because I know if I was to use my actual blade, cut right through, and that's not really what I want in this scenario. So that's happening as, honestly, that's it. As I do the crane movements as them she does, and the opposite order to counteract mine. But right at the beginning, then she remembers that she has to stop near the hilt part. So then she starts to do that at a little bit lower, so it only hits the hilt, even just barely. So that ended up stopping, as I say, Karagiri style, Twin Dragon, as she didn't realize that her badge got cut. But then she dodged the second one, as it said, winner, Eric. As then it fell, and I said, well, this one's technically off the record. Actually, was that one technically off the records? No, it wouldn't, because it's from the same school. As I smile and say, well, you have to keep your promise now. As I'm smiling devilishly, as he says fine, as he tries to yell Kieran and hit her again. As, let's just say, if my set-arrest that was about to cleave his head off, one more movement and he wouldn't have a head, and if they wanted to imprison me, they'd have to take me dead, because I deal with that shit. So that happens. And I say, leave her alone. He says, do you know who I am? I can get you out of here. I'm blah, 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 blah. As Claudia steps in, says what she says to Cannon when they're in the locker rooms. So then I'm promoted to page 1, rank 1. And that's going to run off the video. I'm going to say Ayato is going to be rank 2 now. Somehow, Euless is the person above her, which, yeah, I'm going to say that's how the whole order was disturbed. So let's go around off the video. I'm sorry about how complicated that whole thing was. And about the fact that I do not sound enthusiastic at all. But I'm sorry, I'll try to sound more enthusiastic next video. So yeah, this is gonna be not, please subscribe if you're not already. Leave a like in the video. Comment if you wish to talk, if you want to tell me something. Well, that's the same thing. Suggest new what ideas or just general, like general anime. Doomslayer, I just remember that one. I'm not sure I'll do, because, I'm be honest with you, that might be a bit too broken. I'm not fully sure. I hate reading, I'm gonna have to read for it. It's not really my thing, so I'm sorry whoever suggests that, I might not do it. To the person that suggested it might not work with a smartphone, right now I'm watching the series again to try to figure out how I may be able to put I'm thinking I may switch myself for the main character, or maybe I'll give him an ability, or maybe I'll add a restriction of some sort. I'm not sure yet, but that is my next project, so, please do understand. Now, also, love it when you guys like my videos, turn bell notification on to keep up with my notifications, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Then I'm going to sign out, time to the intro, let's go. Yeah, I was like, damn.